Hey there, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to Pinball Storytellers, our weekly yes. Pinball Storytellers, our weekly storytelling show, where I just try and do three things at the same time. Forget how to speak English, do introductions, or change a audio input device on Skype. Hey, it's me. It's Amachaki.
Well done,
And
Sharky.
yes. We have artwork. That was quite fast.
Yeah.
Our amazing Dracos in chat over on there just gave us the best rendition of Princess B. We have Princess B right on screen for your guys' enjoyment. Look at that, just utterly amazing creature.
Bitches be glowing.
Bitches be growing, Princess B. Okay, so let's continue on for where we left off. Now, the question is, let's start delegating knights. So I feel like we just roll a 1d20 the same thing.
Yeah,
Whoever
let's
rolls
let's
highest
let's
gets the first
yeah,
one.
let's do it. Well, actually, the first one's Mustachio, so you can
Yeah. Mustachio is gonna. This was my whole plan. That's why I added in Mustachio so I can be the first one. So who's gonna be my narrator? Which one of you wants to be my narrator?
I haven't done any narrating.
I
I'll
vote
have
Elf.
you
I
narrate
vote.
a
I
little
vote
bit.
Elf does narration.
Okay, so.
So, after setting off from the old man's mansion in the woods, the first knight has to go all the way to India and get Buddha's stone bowl. It was his assigned task.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do to get all the way to India from wherever we are?
I mean, India, yes, India. Well, I now have the knights that I defeated in the duels, a house and money. I've just roused.
Well,
Should
I mean, you know
should I
that the
do?
trip to India is pretty dangerous. I mean,
Yes,
it's full of
very
peril.
dangerous.
Like, it's not an easy one.
So Mustache now has a voice in his head. Yes, full of peril. Yes. Well, I know. I go into the house of this guy, kind of present myself to everybody. I'm Mr. Mustachio, and I'm gonna be your new lord. I'm gonna move through the house and get all the money I can, all the gold I can.
But we have a lord. It goes by tracts of land. It's not.
Is this not his armor? Is this not his singing way?
Is it? Is it? Are you doing this in his lands? Did you go all the way back to his lands?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in his.
Oh yeah.
Is this not his signet ring?
Oh.
Is this not his medallion?
Yes.
Is this not his head? Not head. Sorry.
No, never mind.
Yes, Lord. So what can we? You want?
Mustachio.
You want all our money?
Mustachio.
But Mustachio? Did you change your name?
Mustachio.
That's not.
Yes, but it is a. I have been far and wide, and it is the new name I have given myself for the deeds I have performed, and the awesome mustache.
Weren't you just standing outside of that glowing woman's house for like a year?
Yes, and there are only 5 people in the world who can say that. 4 people in the world who say that did the same thing. That's quite rare.
I mean, technically, that's true.
Yes, but see, it's true. It is nothing. You do not anger the gods.
Right.
I have
but
been
we
given
are-
a holy mission from a glowing princess.
We already paid all our taxes for the year. Do we really have to give more? That doesn't seem very fair.
My man. Do you wish to anger the gods? Have you seen the princess?
Will the gods really be happy if we starve to death because we have nothing to eat?
It is a sacrifice, a righteous sacrifice. When I come back with the princess, she will bring prosperity and wealth to everybody. If you pay me this money now, I promise a full year without taxes.
Oh, a whole year without taxes?
A whole year. I just need a bit. It's taking an advance on your taxes.
Holy
For the gods, folks.
Right, for the gods.
For the gods.
Okay, well,
If it's for the gods, I guess.
we have to roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Again, I would argue for an advantage.
It's not up to me this time.
I wouldn't give you an advantage, because telling peasants
Okay.
that they're gonna have to give you more money, like, I don't think they're down, you know?
Okay, let's see.
Why did you not take proficiency in persuasion? Anyway,
I took, but I still have a -4.
oh my god,
true.
that's fucking awful.
His
I forgot.
charisma is really bad.
That's right, his charisma was a 5. I forgot. Alright.
I have a 4 charisma. Who do you think is gonna name his character Mr. Mustachio if not a 4 charisma guy?
It's gonna come all down to roll the d20. No. No, I don't believe you. I don't think you're my lord at all. I think you're just some strange man with a mustache wearing his armor.
I slap his face. Man, come to your senses.
No.
Is this not his signet ring? Is this not his armor? I defeated him in a righteous duel. These are not my ranks.
He's dead? You killed
No.
him. You killed him. You killed him and stole his stuff. You're not a real lord at all. You're just some sort of bandit. Help! Help! Help!
Shh, only sleep now. Only sleep now as I stab him in the neck.
He dies. He's a peasant. He doesn't know how to defend himself.
Only sleep. And I go around, root everything in the house. And I go to a temple. A grand temple. There in that grand temple, I will pay the head priest half of the sum of money I have.
Okay.
Hang on.
Gone?
Hang on.
God,
You just
Elf,
killed
I'm waiting for
the.
it
You
to-
just kill the guy, and then you're
Yes.
just like, I loot everything in the house and I leave.
Yes.
I don't know. What about this dead guy?
A sacrifice to the gods.
All right, fair enough. All right, so you go to temple.
I go to temple, I pray the high priest just half of the money. And I tell him, well, if you make me this, and I give him like the description of the bowl of Buddha, it's like wrapped in gold, like beautiful, like grandiose, big, and so on. Here's money. Make it.
You want a replica of a bowl used by Buddha?
Replica of the bowl of Buddha.
Well,
The bowl.
Buddha was a humble man who eschewed worldly possessions. The stone bowl he used was very simple and not at all expensive or elegant. This is
Why are you blowing with me this? I pay you money, you make Mr. Mustachio the bowl.
okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Understood? Good. Where's the brothel?
Oh no, you won't even be here that long. The priest goes to the kitchen and grabs like a stone bowl and just walks back. Here, it's exactly the same thing. Oh, right.
Okay.
Now, 1 second. You said you wanted it wrapped in cloth of gold, right? Right. So he goes and he wraps it in some cloth of gold, hands it to you, takes the money, laughs a little.
Where's the brothel?
I'm not the sort of man who would know that, but I'm sure you can find it if you look hard enough.
I spent about 2 years at the brothel. Just enough. What I'm thinking would
Wait!
be
You spent
enough.
2 years at the same brothel?
No, I think I kind of changed around.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
We'll see. I mean, I spent that 2 years to basically fake the fact that that's like the amount of time needed to make the journey back to India and back.
Okay, so you're like faking the time.
Exactly.
All right.
And after that, I come back.
Okay.
Anything happens in the way, Elf? All cool?
So, hang on. So you make your way back to the mansion after 2 years. All right. So you make your way back to the mansion after 2 years, and you arrive on the front steps. And the old man is there, waiting for knights to return. And
My dear sir, honored and glorious and wisest of the elders.
hi, you're a little late. Somebody already came back.
Yes? Have they completed a quest?
Yeah.
I wish to see this man. It is a sham. He is a liar. Nobody could be as fast as me. The gods themselves decreed that I should be first.
Nobody could be as fast as him. He has 2 years at brothels to prove it.
I mean, you were away for years.
India. Journey. Big.
I'm just pulling your leg. You're the first one back. Give me the bowl.
Oh. Yes, you are also very, very funny man, my glorious and wisest elder. Yes. Please, this is the bowl of Buddha. I bring it humbly and I kind of kneel.
He takes the bowl from you, looks it over a little bit, and goes, I'll take it to the princess and we'll see. So he goes inside, and
I kind of like, so as he goes on, I'll literally shadow his movements. Like, as turns around, I turn around, I start moving. He stops moving, I stop moving. He starts moving, I start moving.
you're not allowed in the house. You gotta stay outside.
Ah!
Just wait out here. I'll be back in a second. So he goes.
I'm literally at the door, like door in front of
He
me.
goes inside. He puts the big bowl down on the table, and then he goes. He spends a couple of minutes, like he goes to his pantry, and he eats an apple or something for a little while, just sitting inside. And then he walks back out to the knight without the bowl in his hand, and he says, "It's not the right bowl."
It is. I have traveled to India, and I've asked the high priest, and he has given me the bowl.
I talked to
He stole
I
it.
talked to the princess, and she is from the divine heavens or something. She glows, so she must know these things. She told me that you didn't go all that way, and you didn't get the right bowl.
Fuck this! And I take the bowl, I smash it.
I took the bowl
7.
already. You don't have the bowl. I took the bowl.
I fake a smashing, and I say, "Hello, guys, still waiting me at the brothel down there. I'll just barely have enough money."
Bye. So
Okay.
the old man goes back inside and goes, "Yes, bowl of Buddha."
Awesome. So, Justin, I think that's your cue to become the second knight.
Oh man! All right.
Who's narrating? Am I still narrating?
Do you want us to narrate, or do you want to exchange with me? This is more of an
No,
objective thing.
you go ahead.
Subjective thing.
I'll sit back and take NPCs that we need.
Okay. So the second knight goes on his quest. What do you do? Second knight.
Damn it! All right. I was gonna follow the story, but now I can't because I rolled a 16.
Just feel free to do whatever you want to. Tell me how you live in a keep, still with your parents. It's more of a, you haven't really gotten your own keep. Business and attorneys haven't really been working for you, so the princess would be a break to stop living in your parents' keep.
Oh, is that? Oh, well, clearly. I go to my
He'd
mom
like
and dad
to
then.
take
I'm
over the
like,
mansion.
Father, Mother, I have stood for a year and a day because it sounds good outside of the home of the most beautiful woman in the world.
Son,
And
we've missed you, your father says as you return.
And
Glad-
finally, she has acknowledged my love for her and given me a quest. And if I can accomplish this quest, I will have her hand in marriage.
Good, maybe you'll finally do something with your life, says your mom, who's like a terrible person.
And such, I'm going to go on a quest to the summit of the mountain of Horai.
Okay, sure you are. You go and do whatever it is that you need. Just don't come back here because I've had enough trying to support you. You're 27. You should be living on your own by now, getting your own keep and your own nights. I don't know.
And I know I will accomplish this quest. And that's why I wanted to come here and tell you both before I leave that I never liked either of you. And I'll never see you again. Bye.
Good riddance.
And what do?
Go hire a boat to take me to the edge of the Eastern Sea.
Well, it's quite easy with your parents' money. Quite easy to
Steal their credit cards.
yeah, you do the credit cards as you go out. It's quite easy to find a boat that will take your money for your foolish quest, of course.
Actually, I don't tell them what my quest is. I just tell them I want to go to the edge of the Eastern Sea.
They ask you to show them their gold.
Yeah, I've shown them the gold.
Then they're just wherever you want to go. We'll gotta go. Just gold, all gold. If you got gold, that's cool. We'll go anywhere. Just give us gold.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, and what happens next?
I don't know.
You know?
Do I find the the edge of the Eastern Sea with a giant mountain?
So you sail away for 3 days. And you actually you don't find anything. It seems like the edge of the you reach the edge, but there's nothing there.
Well, I mean, there has to be something. Is there just more sea?
That's just nothing.
It's Elf. What's there?
What's there?
What's there? What's the at the
Well,
edge
you
of
know,
the
it's interesting because if you were the fourth knight, you'd be pretty happy right now because you do see a dragon with a prismatic gem on its head, but it disappears pretty quickly. So, you know, you don't happen to see any mountains. It's just ocean as far as the eye can see. But there is a little island just like a little further along that you could go to.
Troll dragon.
Okay, so there's a small.
Why
island.
didn't I stand fourth in line?
Damn it!
So I really see no mountains whatsoever.
Nope.
Right. I tell the captain to keep heading east until he sees a mountain.
How much gold do you have?
Enough. And more when we return.
Eventually, you arrive in America.
Which you mistake to be the Indies. Okay, so you continue on eastwards. That is a journey of several months and years, and I feel like we should have some way of determining if you actually survive this.
That's a good point.
Because there's
the boat sinks.
The storms and the boat. And
No, if the boat got too far out, we would starve to death. They didn't have like long-range shipping vessels in Japan. That wasn't a thing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So as soon as people, I mean, as soon as they see like they start starving, I think they'll just throw you overboard and take your gold.
Okay. So the second knight dies in ignominy,
Yeah.
trying to do the right thing because he
He
rolled
dies
too
somewhere
high.
in the Eastern Sea.
Now, I think it's time.
I only gave him a 25% chance of doing the right thing. 15 and below, he was going to go fucking try and make a
Nice.
fake limb of a tree, but nope, he had to roll a
But nope.
16.
Okay, so I think that this was actually one of the funniest ones. I'm sorry that we're going through the story because that was a funny one, but that's just the way the story went. So let's see what happens when we go to our third night, and I think Elf should be our third night.
Third night? Okay.
You need to bring the fire rat skin.
Oh
to the
no, we
princess.
gotta find the fire rat in China? God. Alright. So
So
someone
you-
narrate me in.
So now the third knight had a friend in China, and he had a bit of an idea of how to get the fire rat skin. So, the third night decided to...
So, if I have a friend in China, my third knight, who I'm gonna name Johnson, Sir Johnson.
The wrong?
Yes, Sir Johnson the Long, indeed. He has really big feet. But anyway, he's gonna
And special
gonna send-
cod piece, like built right into the armor.
yeah, it's very particular. He's gonna send a letter to his friend in China and see if he can find out anything more about where in China the fire rat is, because China's pretty big. And if I'm just like, well, I'm gonna walk around China till I see the fire rat, might take a little while. So we're gonna send a letter to our Chinese friend, who is gonna hopefully tell us where the fire rat is. So he writes a letter and he's like, "Dear Wong, please tell me everything you know about the fire rat. Love and respect, Sir Johnson the Long." And he sends that to his friend in China.
Okay. You receive a letter back. Sir Johnson the Wrong, please stop calling me Wong. My name is... And he writes like this raw and gigantic ass name written in Chinese. And then after that he says, I do have knowledge of the fire rat's skin. It is a friend of mine is a sailor and he has heard such rumors. But it is quite dangerous to bring back such a item. Compensation.
Has anybody ever killed a fire rat before? Knowledge fire rats?
Justin, I think you're the non-biased one here.
So... Give me a nature check.
Alright. I don't have any stats for Johnson, so...
Just roll a 3d6, that'll be your wisdom. We won't assume you have proficiency because you're a lord.
Yeah!
Why would you care? Okay, so that's +3.
Johnson's a boss. Alright.
Johnson is apparently very wise.
Sir Johnson the Long.
Wise Johnson. You're pretty sure fire rats are a mythical creature that don't actually exist. I mean, what in the entire world really doesn't burn? Even rock burns, right? Volcanoes. Everything burns.
Alright, well, I'm going to send him another letter to Wong. And it's going to be like, could you send me something from China that looks like it could be the skin of a fire rat? If it's legitimately the skin of the fire rat, that's fine. I'll pay a lot of money for it. But otherwise, just give me something that will probably work. Like, you'll love and respect Sir Johnson the Long. Again.
You receive a letter back with a small package. And stop calling me Wong.
It was the Wong decision.
And he said, yes, well, I can definitely send you back something that looks familiar. I have sent you a drawing with this, gives you this like a small drawing of a red rat skin. And he says, also, yes, my friend will be coming back on ship soon. He is said to have actually captured a fire rat, but a lot of bidders are trying to buy it from him.
I have more money than any of them, for I am so wise that I have governed my people fairly and justly these past years, and have built up a large sum of money, so I will bid higher than all of them on the real fire rat skin.
Okay, so you send the money in the next letter.
Yeah.
And you receive the fire rat skin. Signed, my name is not Mr. Wang. And then a giant ass Chinese name.
Okay. All right, so I get the fire rat skin, and once I have that, I mean, this has been like a couple of months of correspondence, you know, at least, because sending stuff to China, then getting it back, then sending stuff to China, it takes some time. So, Sir Johnson heads back to the mansion in the woods where the princess lives, and he arrives at the door, and I am both the knight and the old man. So you want me to dialogue with myself, or
Yes.
all right, okay.
Of course.
Here we go. Okay. So for those of you who are gonna get confused by this, Johnson, old man. All right, are we good? All right, good.
We good.
All right.
Let's go.
I-
Take one.
I have come bearing the skin of the fire rat to give to you the lovely princess and take her hand in marriage. Oh, you're back pretty soon. Well, good. I mean, if you've killed the fire rat, then I guess you will have to see the princess. Yes, I will. All right. Well, wait a moment while I go and speak to her, and I'll take this from you. Thank you. The fire rat skin, nice, very nice. And I'll go and talk to her. I'll be waiting here when you return. And he heads inside. Okay, narrator. He heads inside.
Okay.
No.
He heads inside, and what
and
happens?
I got it. And he does the same thing he did with the bowl, which is he puts it aside. He waits a little while. He has a snack or whatever, and then he goes back to the door and says to the knight at the door, I don't think that's a real fire rat skin. What do you mean it's not a real fire rat skin? I adventured and killed the fire rat myself. Then I wonder why it burned up in the fire. I thought fire rats were immune to fire, and their skin was impossible to burn. So if it burned, that means it's not real. Damn, that stupid Wong. He definitely gypped me. I mean, that's not possible. But it happened. Well, I'll go get another fire rat skin, and I'll be back later. And he leaves to go and get another fire rat skin.
Awesome. That went good. Chad had a good suggestion. Next time, do it with hats.
That would be, yeah. I don't have a hat like close on hand, but
No problem. No problem. We'll forgive.
I could do like sock
this one
puppets
time, yeah.
next time. You know.
This sounds good. Yeah. Production quality going up. Just making our guests do everything. We're just sitting here, God, make the show, entertain the masses, Elf.
So once again, the old man collects the reward without even talking to the princess at all, and now he has a wonderful fire rat skin to protect him from fire.
Okay.
Does he actually
Awesome.
think it's a fire rat skin? Does he test it?
He doesn't test it, no.
Okay.
That may
So,
come back to
just
bite
to-
him later, but
Let's roll an opposed 1d20 and see who gets to be the fourth knight.
Alright. No, roll 20, what are you doing?
Okay, 16. I feel like I'm gonna be the next knight. The odds are with me.
the odds are ever in your favor.
Firefox crashed.
Yep. Do you want me to roll it for you?
No, your rolls are always terrible. There's not a single time
course.
Chucky has rolled for me where it did not like go poorly, or for anyone actually. I've never seen Chucky roll for anyone and have it go well.
Well,
Yes.
that's what happens when you proxy roll.
That's why you don't proxy roll. It's okay. I'm restarted. I'm already back in roll 20. I'm like almost to the point where I can type. Just gotta click. Don't show this again. There we go. Not me.
Am I rolling?
Okay,
Because I was third
so-
knight, so I don't. I guess I.
No. You okay? You were third knight? Let's go.
I'll let you guys fight it out.
Okay, so
Chucky is the fourth knight.
the fourth knight. Who's gonna? Justin? I'm gonna be narrating.
I'll
I think
narrate
it's.
you.
I think it's only fair that you two take a part now.
Narrate me in.
And for those of you who don't know, I haven't figured this out yet, the fourth knight really wasn't a lot more enterprising than the previous three knights. He was pretty much just as lazy. So, instead of starting out on the quest for the dragon,
All my servants, gather around. Please, everybody. Yes, you two, Joe One-Eyed. Yes, you Pegweg Joey. Please, come here. Yes. Everybody, go out. Find me the dragon. There's like a big dragon with jewels on his head. Find me that dragon. After you find the dragon, you can come back. If you don't, never come back. Oh, cool. We good? Good. Go on now. Go. Disperse.
And a day later, one of his servants came back to him and said, "My lord, I heard of a story of a dragon far into the eastern sea."
Well, I should have imagined. I should. No, you do not send a servant to do a wolf's job.
The troll
I
dragon.
don't have retainers. I don't have retainers anymore. Well, I guess I'm gonna go get my own armor. Never done that before. How do you put armor on? Dude, you're a squire now. Put armor on me.
me lord, I'm just a
No.
lowly peasant person.
Put armor on me.
Right. And then, he goes off to get armor, which you haven't said where it is. So he just fucks off, like, he just, leaves, this peasant guy.
And the next day, the knight discovered that he had no one to cook him food. And he had no idea where to get water. But eventually he found all these things and became a responsible human being who stopped chasing after tail.
So I guess I just need to kind of okay. So this, I think this is my cockpiece. I think that's my breastplate, and I think I spent like a bit of time just trying to put this all on me, and just whatever way I just put my armor on me, and I would just I would just go into the next village over on head and try and find myself a couple of people that I can pay to be like an impromptu squire, maybe a mercenary band or something like that.
You go and try and find a mercenary band.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you still have money, or
I mean, I still have money, but I don't.
what about your like accountants, like your sort of like major domos and so forth, the people who have your money?
Well, they don't have all of my money, I guess. I mean, there's a treasury, I'm imagining.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But then you have like the people who know how much there actually is. Like, does your knight even understand like the value of what he owns? If he
No,
can't
I
even
think-
feed himself, like I mean, these
I don't
questions
think
are
I don't think he
necessary.
understands. Yeah, definitely. I think that he just sees gold, and it's like a child, not knowing how basically to use gold. He had just a lot of them. He sees a lot. He takes it all, and he just uses it.
So you're gonna find mercenaries with like an armful of gold.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna put like in sacks and come on and have the smallest sack and just mercenaries. Yes, you mercenaries.
Yeah, so you successfully find some mercenaries who proceed to try and mug you. And steal your gold.
Okay. Well, I guess I know how to fight.
That's
Yeah.
your.
Do I know how to fight?
your
Yeah,
knight.
do you choose to fight unarmored? It's you against like 15 mercenaries.
I will start throwing that gold at them, trying to wound them. Like
Throwing the gold.
I mean, I don't see anything else.
They they run to you and knock you out, and eventually they pick up all the gold, and you wake up and you're naked and broke.
Well, I think adventuring didn't really go that well. I think I'm just gonna go home.
Okay. You go home. Your home's still empty.
I will try and find a way to bring back my servants if that is even possible. Oh, there must be like women and children still living because I haven't sent the women and children away. I'm guessing. I'm hoping.
You sent all your servants away. You said you sent all your servants away.
Oh, my servants, yeah, definitely. But in the village, at least, there's still like women and children. No.
Oh, well, yeah. In the village, there's a couple women and children. Most of your servants took their families with them, but not all of them.
So he just like lives in a ghost town. There's just like a tumbleweed.
Yeah, he sent all his servants away.
Yeah.
And you live in a feudal society. The entire like city exists to support the one guy. If you send everyone who supports you away to do something else, they're not there anymore.
Yeah, and I will. So the only remaining people I will send with that whoever, like, give them a sword, give them a piece of my armor, sell this in a village. Go bring back your father and all of the other servants and everybody else back to the village. The quest is off. Adventuring is off. That's it for adventuring.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. Well, they go and try and find the women and children you're sending out into the world alone. Go try and find their families, and most of them end up in brothels and sexual slavery. Some of them were exchanged to China. They all live horrible, meager lives from this point onward.
So
Okay.
so you never
Sounds good.
return to the old man?
And none of your servants
No.
ever come home for some strange reason. Like, maybe one day you hear someone, like, walking through the town, but then he realizes no one's there, and he just gets creeped out and leaves.
Yeah, that's. I think.
So, like, the servants-
That is how kind of it goes.
So
yeah.
the servants emerge like one by one into like come back to the town and nobody else is there, so they leave.
Yep.
So it's a ghost town forever.
Occupied by this one guy who just can't give up.
Accuse everybody walking in town. Are you my servant? Are you my? Oh, that's tumbleweeds.
It slowly turns delusional and starts seeing things.
I'm so alone. Poor guy. I mean, that sounds like a terrible place to be. All
And
right.
he never quite figures out how to feed himself, and eventually he actually ends up poisoning himself with his own terrible attempts at trying to feed himself.
That makes sense. He eats something that probably shouldn't have.
Yep. And he dies alone in his own in a ghost city of his own making.
Wow, that took a really ugly turn. Like,
Yeah.
And thus ends the tale of the fourth night.
Thus ends the tale of the fourth night.
so who's the fifth night? Who are we gonna? Chucky,
think
are we
it's my-
are we
I think it's
competing for
my
the fifth
turn.
night, Justin, or
Justin, do you want to be the fifth night?
I'll be the fifth night. It's
you can
fine.
fifth night.
I'll be the guy.
Okay.
I'm familiar with what it's like to have acne, so I feel the most qualified.
Aww.
So, Elf, do you wanna narrate this?
I can narrate. Yes, sure. Okay, so
Do
let
it.
me just find the fifth night part. Hang on. Just so that I'm not blithering around without knowing what I'm doing. Okay. So the fifth night is the last night, the one who was assigned to find a swallow, and the shell from its stomach. Just any old swallow shell.
So the fifth night goes and buys a cage full of swallows. He just goes to a local bird dealer and he's like, "You have some swallows? I need at least like a dozen swallows."
Swallows. Yes, of course. I mean, swallows. Yes. I saw number 1, 2, 3. I think we stop at 20, but I could get more.
I'll take 20, and you go get more. And when you have them, just let me know, and I'll come buy those ones too.
So he's just so the fifth night is just taking up the farming approach to swallows, and he's just going to consistently murder every swallow and check its stomach contents for a shell. That's your plan?
No, there's a long-term plan. You
Okay, all right.
You
All
gotta
right.
give him time.
All right. Well, the fifth night. I have faith in the fifth night.
In his years of popping zits, he's had a lot of time to contemplate the eruption of things from other things.
I see. So what is your long-term plan? If you keep getting swallows from this swallow vendor, what?
So what he does is he starts feeding the swallows like as much as he can, and he sends his servants to collect seashells from the beach. Every seashell they can find of all different sizes.
Ah, okay. All right. I see where we're going with this.
And when he thinks a swallow is big enough, he grabs the swallow and he tries to force the she shell down its throat. Tries to get it in there.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good plan.
I mean, it sounds like a solid plan. Yeah.
And when he finally succeeds in getting one of the swallows to swallow a seashell, he guts that fucking swallow and takes the seashell out of its stomach and is like, done. Nailed it.
All right. So you're gonna bring? Are you gonna bring this bird to the old man? Is that your plan?
Yep.
All right.
No, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna once I've proven to myself that it works, that I can in fact shove a seashell into a swallow and they don't like cough it right back up, and then I can gut it and it's in fact in its stomach. I'm gonna bring hundreds of cages of these fat little swallows to the old man's house,
Okay.
and they're all gonna have a seashell in their stomach. Every single one of them.
All right. All right.
So-
So how are you getting the swallows there? Like,
I'm gonna servants carry the cages.
all right.
so
So you're just
servants-
like you've got like individual servants carrying like stacks of swallow cages. There's no like cart or anything.
No, it's 2 cages per servant, 1 in each hand,
I see. Okay.
and they're just marching behind me in a line.
All right. So you bring the swallows with your
yep.
servants.
I strut up to the
and-
house. I'm like, I am here to see the bamboo cutter.
The old man pokes his head out the door and he's like, what? Oh, you? Yeah. I forgot about you. We already have everything. You were kind of an afterthought.
What do you mean you have everything you need?
I mean, she's already gone. The princess isn't here anymore. She's married. She's away in the first knight's castle. He gave us the Buddha bowl.
You know your house is made of paper and I can see the glowing, right?
Good point. All right, well, show me the swallows.
Well, I thought of all the quests you gave, mine was far too simple compared to
So-
everyone else's.
So which one of these swallows has the shell in it?
All of them.
I see.
Yes, I accomplished the quest not once, not twice, not even 3 times. Nay, I accomplished the quest 100 times.
That is a lot of times.
Yes, you may check them yourself. I have brought them to you shell in stomach, so that you may gut them and observe for yourself.
I will do that. And he proceeds to spend the rest of the day gutting swallows. And there's just a pile of swallow corpses behind him as he just guts them and throws them over his shoulder, pulling the shell out of each one. And he goes after like the 50th swallow that he kills, so there's a shell in it. He goes, "You have been quite determined. Quite determined. And I will speak to the princess on your behalf."
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
He goes inside and he goes, he sort of wonders what he's gonna do here. Because he can't really send this guy away. He's completed his quest like 100 times. He didn't give him a specific enough quest. Because he didn't think he'd come back. So he goes to the princess and he says, "Princess, my darling daughter, there is one man who has come with the quest that he was assigned completed 100 times, where all others failed. Would you like to meet him?"
Well, I suppose I'll have to meet him eventually if we're to be married. Wasn't that the deal?
That was, yeah.
And it's been so long, and you said you would die soon, and that was so long ago. So it must be even. You're going to die soon.
It has been a couple of years, yes. So we do need to move along with this particular plan. So I'll bring him in, and you can talk to him, and you tell me if you want me to get rid of him. Okay? Because it's not for sure. It's just if we have other plans, we can figure something out. I have enough money to buy the whole country, so it's fine.
As you wish, Father.
All right, so he goes to bring in the 5th knight, and now Justin's stuck role playing with himself. Have fun.
It's fine. So the 5th knight, who from this point onward shall be named Shelley.
Justin?
Yes.
Hats.
I don't think I have. Do I have?
Anything for a hat.
I
Use your
have.
tortoise for a
I
hat.
have. Well, okay. The problem is the headphones. The hat.
Yeah.
Fit.
It's cool. You just keep it with one hand, and that's gonna be
Just
one
hold the
character.
hat.
Exactly. That's one character. You take it out. That's the other character.
All right. All right. Let me go get some hats. You can keep Chad entertained for a moment.
Hey, Chad. What's up? We're having a troll away right now.
I just, you know what? If they want to sit and chill out, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Me too. There we go, Elf. I'm giving you a sword to have fun in chat.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need it. You guys seem pretty on top of that, but
There's a couple of them seem to be just specifically just hinting on you. So
I'm gonna
if
use-
you want to sing that around, yeah.
you know what, Chucky? I'm an easy target. It's totally fine. I'm 100% used to it.
It's cool. My moderators are getting experience points.
Hey.
They're leveling up.
There you go.
All right.
You have a scarf. You're gonna. Okay, there we go.
Perfect. That's so. This is Shelly or the old man.
So this-
I think this is more
So
the old man.
no. So this is
It's the night, and
this is the fifth night, and this just the scarf is the bitches be glowing.
All right, cool.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Just put that pen by my side. Oh, you glow so beautifully, just like the moon. It's like they always said, if you just try hard enough and shove enough things in the right places, you'll get exactly what you want. Oh, well, it's... Yes, that is, what was your name again? I have henceforth, from the completion of my quest, decided to be called Shelley, in honor of the task I accomplished to win your love.
Isn't Shelly kind of a girl's name?
Isn't Shelley kind of a girl's name? Isn't your name kind of not a name at all? I mean, don't we just suit each other? I suppose that's true. This is so awkward. I'm not used to being seen by men who aren't my father. It's okay. As soon as we're married, I'll hide you away, and no one shall look upon you but me. Oh, great! This shit again! You know, maybe I glow because I want people to look at me. Has that occurred to anyone? Yeah, it's not just like you put something bright somewhere and everyone's like, oh no, I shouldn't look at that. You don't, people look at fires, people look at candles. When you have a light, you can literally see more things, right? Wait, so you want people to look at you? We just always assumed that your father always said that you were just too embarrassed to be seen by anyone. And... He what? My father said what? My father said the world was a dangerous place, and if anyone looked upon me, and he said I needed to protect her, and that's why I had to go through this whole stupid marriage thing. This whole time, he was lying to me. You and I will be married, and you'll take me away from my awful father. Do you understand? Yes, of course. That's all I've ever wanted. Thank you so much. I'll go wreck the arrangements immediately. And he dashes off.
Okay. Awesome. Amazing. Congrats on that one.
That was really good. Yeah, that was better than mine. So definitely the voices help.
Yep.
Yeah, it helps that one was a girl and one was a guy. There's...
A lot easier when they're different sexes. Okay, so what happens now? What happens now? Because I think right now I can turn off the story.
I think the story's... Yeah, I think it's over, right? Like, she gets married and runs away from her awful father who's hidden her away for so long.
Well, we're back to Princess Bamboo Cutter narrator. So Chucky's the narrator.
Okay, so we have the princess, extremely furious. Maybe she's radiating a slightly red-tinged light. And we have the bamboo cutter that's being was just caught by the princess, playing with the fire red skin, with the bull of Buddha, and everything else he's got in it.
He's just got all his loot, like.
Yeah, always root. Precious root. You there? Should be in your room. Gone?
All right. My wonderful daughter. Is everything all right?
No, everything is not all right. First, I find out that the world's not actually dangerous, and you just wanted to keep me for yourself because you're selfish and mean.
Well, I mean, technically the world is.
And then I find out that you had how many of them came back with the things?
Like 2.
Oh my God! He didn't even finish first. He's just finished best. I never want to see you again. I never want you to look upon my brilliance.
But my dearest daughter,
you don't deserve it.
You can't leave me. I will keep you for myself.
No, you won't.
And
She turns around and storms off.
He goes to grab her and imprison her forever in his super awesome house.
5 strength.
Here we go.
We never rolled the Moon Princess's stats.
Oh, so I got 0.
I love chat right now. Chucky, do you remember when Justin said he couldn't high pitch his voice? I don't think I know a girl who could go higher than him at the moment.
You are kind of killing it. Okay, so the Moon Princess wins the strength competition.
Yes.
The old man is thrown to the floor by the immense celestial strength of the Moon
Justin,
Princess.
distract Elf, roll me a Constitution check for him.
Okay,
This calm is +3.
whatever.
Okay, no, he's cool. He's cool.
He is a hardy old man.
He's a hardy old man.
So he's not injured, but he is like on the floor, and she's storming away, I guess.
Yep.
Yes, she is storming away.
I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna live in a house. I'm gonna talk to other human beings who aren't my father.
He can't follow her. He's an old man. He's like crippled, you know, he's hobbling along.
And she's so light-footed.
Indeed, she's made of celestial greatness. So where do we go with this now?
I think we can just stop it here and say that the rest of the story is for the mouths of the sages in the future.
I suppose, yeah.
And by that I mean we finished our 2 hours of roleplay and we can go into the Q&A afterwards.
Yeah, we could have.
But I think this is a good spot.
We could have a follow-up to this at some point. We could have the conclusion beyond the conclusion.
Definitely, like maybe the next time we bring Elf, we just finish this up. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll come up like a story
There's not-
of how
I mean-
marriage life has been going on.
Yeah.
Oh no, we could take this
Or-
places. We could take. Don't even think we couldn't take this places.
The issue is that Justin is both of the main characters right now.
I mean, someone else can be the fifth knight,
Yeah.
or someone else could be the
else.
princess.
No.
Oh, see, I mean, I've been a princess before. I've been a Rapunzel before. It worked out pretty
Yeah,
great.
Chucky's a pretty good princess.
I'm a pretty good
That
princess. I know.
doesn't surprise me. All right. So what's the deal
yep.
now, Chucky? I don't know the proceedings.
What happens right now in our show, every time we do our show live, we do a Q&A right afterwards because that proves out to be actually one of the funniest things ever is the Q&A. Never usually talking about Pinball Storytellers, but mostly just Q&A. So we're going to take a 3-4 minutes break and we'll come back with Q&A. So guys, come up with some questions. Chat is going to be posted up live on the stream so you guys to see. And yeah, we're going to be taking questions from you. Personal questions might not be answers. Don't expect answers to that, but you can ask them.
Ask whatever.
Okay, see you guys in a couple of minutes.